What happens when your favorite Harry Potter characters get put in slightly more adult situations? The answer is Potterotica. Yep, that's erotic Harry Potter fan fiction.
Chances are you've never heard of this, and neither had we. So naturally, we wanted to make a podcast about it.
I'm Lindsay Rush.
And I'm Allie Lefevre, and this is the Potterotica Podcast, where we read a work of erotic Harry Potter fanfic, one chapter each episode. The following podcast contains adult themes, sexually explicit content.
Oh yeah.
I know, right? And strong language.
AKA, it's rated H for horny.
Oh.
Ooh. Hello and welcome.
Hey, hey.
This is the official first episode of the Potterotica Podcast.
Numero uno.
I'm really excited. I'm Lindsay.
I'm Allie.
And yeah, so we're brand new to podcasting, which you'll be able to tell very quickly.
Immediately, if you haven't already.
You already know.
You already know that they have never done this before.
But before we get into the sexy smut, which we're very excited about, we wanted to answer like a few questions to help you get to know us and why we're doing this and all of that stuff. So, first up, Allie, why don't you tell us what's your relationship to the Harry Potter series?
Well, unlike most people, I did not read them when they came out. Wow. I actually read Harry Potter for the first time 2 years ago.
So new.
Yeah, in my 30s, an adult woman. I used to actually, this is so embarrassing, I would walk to my client's office in the morning, which was an hour and a half away, so I could finish the books as I was reading.
But wait, so you were listening to them?
No, I was reading them. I literally would walk, like, dodging traffic, glancing up in the city, and I would walk all the way to the office.
With your, like, nose in a book.
With my nose in a book, like a total nerd.
And they're not small books.
No, these are like paperweights. And so I picked up the first one. I used to rip on my friends for reading them, thinking they were like, oh God, who reads Harry Potter?
Wizards.
And then wizards. And then I was obsessed, and I like floored it through 7 books. And so been a raving fan ever since. How about you, Lynn?
Thanks for asking.
You're welcome.
So, not scripted at all. We just, I think I read them as they came out. I'm pretty sure. My little sister started reading them before I did. I was maybe like a year behind getting going, but then I would read them as they came out. So, which means that Allie is much better. She remembers more details than I do. So, I'm certain that at some point I'm going to like have to be like, who is that? So just know that I love this series. I read the books. I've read them a couple times. I've seen the movies. It was a long time ago, so I haven't retained everything.
That's
okay.
So
my passion is there.
And I got you back because I actually bought, we decided to do Harry Potter trivia. And I actually bought a Harry Potter Trivial Pursuit, and I studied for like 48 hours prior to this trivia.
And this was just like a bar trivia. Like, we weren't going to win any money or anything. And Allie's like, well, I've been studying for but that's me. And I was like, I just wanted to come and like have a beer.
I just wanted to have fun.
But as it turned out, the questions, this was the hardest trivia that I've ever seen on anything. Like, and we thought we were pretty well informed. The types of questions, like there was one whole one where they mashed up the people's 2 characters' faces in a picture, and you had to say the 2 that you could see. I mean, it was very intense.
But it was obscure characters. It wasn't like Draco and Harry. It was like people that were like sweeping in the background.
Someone who had like popped in.
They're like, okay, I have no idea how people do that.
Suffice it to say, we blew it. And we kept looking. As soon as they asked that first really hard question, remember they'd be like, in like the 3rd movie at like minute 10, what's the thing? Like, finish this sentence. And I remember looking around being like, everyone's going to be like, what's happening?
Like, who knows this?
Right.
Really?
But they're all furiously scribbling down.
And we're just like looking around uncomfortably. Like, we are so out of our element right now.
We stuck with it.
Yeah. So, let's talk a little bit about our intro into this world of erotic fanfic.
And the Potterotica, which at first I thought I made that word up. When we decided we wanted to do like Harry Potter specific erotic fan fiction, what was the first one we came up with?
Erotica.
Oh yeah,
Harry.
I was like, Harry erotica. which I still think is sort of strong. And then when
it's a second contender. It's a good contender.
And then when we found out that Potterotica is like the genre, yeah, I was like, oh, I didn't make that up.
No. So we were very excited that this world existed.
And so as we've gotten deeper into it, very deep, it is a fascinating, and it's a full world. There's so many people that are writing these things and reading them. And so we skimmed a couple different stories looking for like a certain chapter length, and we wanted them to be sort of short. And there were several of the authors that we liked, but then we landed on one for this first season. And her name online is Miss Fig.
Miss Fig.
And she has written how many?
122, I believe. And we became obsessed with her.
Insane.
Her writing.
A lot of them are Potterotica, but a lot of them are other things as well, right?
Yeah, she writes like other erotically charged novels. And we loved her.
So this first season is dedicated to her. She gave us the permission, and we are going to read, and we're excited. So we haven't read this yet. We've skimmed it for length and just to sort of make sure it's sexy enough. But so we're excited because
it looks like it is.
And I think we're all going to be very excited.
I'm so horny.
I am already
in anticipation.
I am flush with desire. So gross. Speaking of desire, let's talk about who we think is the sexiest character in Harry Potter. I'm a Ron gal. I have been Team Ron.
You have been. You're a strong proponent.
Like, I don't know what he looks like these days. I haven't looked or what he's doing. The same?
Exactly the same.
Thank God. Like, if he knocked on my door, I would be like, I do. I absolutely do. You don't find, no?
I like his personality, but I can't, I'm just not.
That is such a burn.
He's got a really nice personality. He's a nice guy.
Like, no one wants to sleep with this guy.
He's someone I would love to be good friends with.
I do homework with him.
Yeah. Like, I would just maybe watch movies on the opposite sides of the couch.
I would let him pick me up from the airport. Okay, so then who's your sexy boy?
Sirius Black.
For sure. Okay.
I mean, he's like edgy. He was in prison.
He's older.
He's older. He's got.
Don't list he was in prison as though that's
a selling point. He was in prison. Check.
You didn't say.
Oh, you didn't. Oh, I didn't know he was in prison.
Oh, now he's Ron's never been to prison.
Oh well, I like someone with a little bit more edge.
I think going to prison is a bit more than edge.
So he was wrongly convicted, Lindsay.
Okay. That's right.
So yeah, hands down, I think he's like sexy. However, I will have to say, outside of the Harry Potter books, I think Dean Thomas.
Oh, sure.
I think he's the best. I think he's like the best looking.
That's true.
But he's not, I mean.
Who did,
not within the novels.
Robert Pattinson play?
Cedric Diggory.
No.
We didn't even talk.
Digger. I don't know.
You have something there.
I don't know. I'm working on it.
We didn't even talk about Robert Pattinson yet. He got cut short. Cedric Diggory. He could have really been something.
I think they knew that that was a little off-brand to have that much of a hottie. Because everyone is sort of just like medium looking. Not Hermione. Hermione's hot. But she was too young to be hot then.
Everyone's medium.
And then who else was in that same movie? She was blonde and so beautiful.
Oh, Fleur Delacour.
Yes. See, I knew that.
I'm such a nerd. I love it.
Oh, Fleur Delacour.
Oh, Fleur Delacour.
Did somebody sing Fleur? They were too sexy. That's why they had to
act like you don't know. And who was that one blonde girl?
No,
I'm like, Fleur.
Did somebody say Fleur?
Finally, we want to talk a little bit about our Patronuses, which is, how could you talk Harry Potter without going straight Patronus?
I know that you guys have been listening and been like, but tell me what your fucking Patronus is.
It's like, okay, cut to the chase.
Yeah, ladies, let's get to it. Mine's an otter, which is also Hermione's, isn't it?
Yeah, that was Hermione's.
And I'm just, what can I say? I'm just playful and curious and driven.
Whiskers.
I currently am working on my whiskers.
I currently have a full set of whiskers. Mine is, and now granted I did this on Pottermore. Mine is a sparrowhawk, which I don't really know what a sparrowhawk is. I mean, I've seen a picture of it, but it sounds fierce. And I like to think if I were to describe myself in one word, it would be fierce.
Oh my God.
Fierce.
No one who's actually fierce describes themselves as fierce.
A sparrowhawk actually looks way more sparrow than hawk from the pictures.
So it's two birds, which it's like my mascot. It's like a jayhawk. That's a jaybird and a hawk.
Yeah. So,
Kansas.
Go Kansas.
Cool. Well, so I think we're going to just get going with the smut. So be very excited.
Very excited.
Because it's on.
Oh, get ready.
So the title of the story for season 1 is
In the Prefect's Bathroom. Naughty.
We all know the sexiest place in the house.
Who doesn't think sex when they think toilet paper?
Are you guys already just raring to go?
Raring.
So every episode, we're going to go back and forth. I'll read one, then Allie will read one. And so we're going to do a toin cost. Yes.
We're going to do a toin cost.
We're going to do a toin cost to see who gets to go first. What do you want now?
I'm going heads.
Dirty girl. Heads it is.
Okay.
I like how I didn't even say what mine was.
It's
Tails.
tails.
It's obvious. Everyone knows it's tails.
Okay. Classic Lindsay.
Yay, I'm so excited.
Okay, let's do this. Chapter 1, The Intruder. The door to the softly lit bathroom opened for a moment, then closed gently. At first it seemed the wind had somehow blown it inward, but then Hermione Granger pulled off Harry's invisibility cloak, looked around the white marble bathroom, and smiled.
She's like, here I am.
Here it is.
I'm in a bathroom and I'm smiling.
And I'm raring to go. I'm ready. She was dressed in a bathrobe and furry slippers. A large towel was tucked under her arm. She looked up at the splendid candle-filled chandelier which spread a beautiful flicker glow, then at the long linen curtains hanging at the windows. An enormous pile of fluffy white towels rested in a corner. She hadn't known those were there, or she wouldn't have brought her own.
These are some extra details. I don't need to know why Hermione her towel situation. I also feel like the words, let's see, spread, long, enormous. She's already dropping very sexy adjectives.
She's already, because she knows what's going to happen. What's going down
sexy.
in the prefect's bathroom. What dominated this bathroom was the tub. Oh, God.
Dominated.
What dominated this bathroom was the tub. It was like a rectangular swimming pool sunk into the middle of the floor. Almost 100 golden spigots, each encrusted with a different colored jewel, ringed the pool's edge. And there was a diving board at one end. Wait,
is this
a bathtub?
Do you know though? Do you remember? Is she making this up, or is the prefect's bathroom supposed to be an amazing spa?
I mean, it must be a spa because this bathtub
I know in this story
it is. Diving board.
I know in this story it is, but I'm saying in the real books,
I know
they've never mentioned the bathroom.
I know they had. I remember there was something where Harry and Cedric, they had
sex in the bathroom.
Yeah, they went underwater to listen to the mermaid sound, which gave them the clue.
That's right. Okay.
We're gonna get so course corrected by people listening.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And there was a diving board at one end. On the wall was a gold frame painting of a sleeping blonde mermaid. She was resting on a rock and her long hair covered her face, fluttering every time she breathed out.
Oh, so, the mermaid's
Okay. So she's going to be a threesome.
Wow.
Hermione had heard about the prefect's bathroom, but this was the first time she'd ever entered it. It was the ultimate in luxury bathing.
It feels like an advertisement there. The ultimate in luxury bathing. The prefect's bathroom.
I think we have our sponsors. She put down the towel and cloak by the edge of the pool, knelt, and turned on a couple of the spigots. She immediately could tell they all had different kinds of bubble bath coming from them.
Fancy. That's like your dream.
I know. Oh my gosh. I love baths. Some foamy, some with huge multicolored bubbles, and one sent lovely clouds floating over the pool. Suddenly, Hermione thought she heard something. She quickly turned off the taps and ran to the large stack of towels and hid behind them. She'd left the towel and the cloak by the far end of the pool. She hoped whoever was outside didn't notice. She drew back, as the door opened, then peeked out and turned ashen.
Who is it?
Oh, God. It's getting good. It was Professor Snape.
No. No.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
Let's
no.
just
I hope this goes.
18.
It was Professor Snape, and he was just grabbing something and leaving.
Yeah, and forgot his bar of soap.
And then it's like, and then Harry comes.
And then Harry comes riding in on a.
It was Professor
mermaid.
Snape. He had opened the wrong door. End of first chapter.
Oh God, I feel like this is gonna get real aggressive.
Oh no.
It was Professor Snape dressed in a black housecoat and slippers. I feel like that's what he always wears.
It was Professor Snape being himself.
He had a slithering green towel tucked under his arm. He stopped for a moment and looked around the marble bathroom suspiciously. Hermione closed her eyes and held her breath, praying he wouldn't be able to smell her with his huge honker.
That means no.
I didn't anticipate that word for some reason.
For some reason, of course.
Huge honker.
I can't. As though a larger nose has a better sense of smell.
I know.
Like, uh-oh.
Everybody knows that. Snape's eyes narrowed as they fell on the towel and crumpled up fabric. Sorry, I'm still thinking about the honker.
Also, honker does mean nose, right? Doesn't mean like he can't smell her with his penis.
I'm pretty sure. Oh my God. If I'm laughing this hard at honker, I'm never going to make it through any of these stories. Snape's eyes narrowed as they...
Sorry. It's okay. It's like a church giggle situation.
I have church.
Also because you saw huge and you probably thought like...
I was thinking like Wang would have fit better in there. Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay. I'll have to cut some of this out.
Yeah, it's fine. It's like, remember when we started a podcast? Just laugh.
I know. Snape's eyes narrowed as they fell on the towel and crumpled up fabric next to it at the far end of the pool. But he didn't go to investigate. He probably thought someone left the items there. He looked down at the wetness in the tub.
What?
He looked down at the wetness in the tub.
I think that means water.
I would like to classify that as water.
The wetness.
Cocking his head for a moment.
Word choice. Mm-hmm. Drink.
Then looked around again. Clouds were dissipating over the pool itself. Snape stood there a moment, then put down his own towel, knelt and turned on a spigot. Then he deliberately walked down a ways and turned another on. This was followed by one more spigot.
Okay, snore. If I hear spigot one more time.
I don't know. I'm kind of turned on by spigot.
You like spigot as much as you like honker?
Turn on another one.
Daddy, a spigot.
Four more spigots.
And then another spigot.
And then another one. And then another one. He stood there staring down at the pool as it quickly filled. It had to be enhanced by magic. Hermione opened her eyes and peeked out again. The professor was standing with his back to her, looking down into the pool. She could see his legs. They were slender, pale, and sparsely covered with black hair.
Okay, I'm still waiting for him to leave so that we can get the sexy part.
Oh, no. This is just...
Did you say sparse black hair?
Sparse black hair. He stepped out of his slippers, and she drew back a little. Then she peeked out again and covered her mouth as he let his robe slide down his arms and dropped to the floor.
Ooh, shit.
It's gonna get... This is what happened. Oh, no. Snape was naked.
Oh.
And Hermione couldn't seem to take her eyes off him. Pause. Let's just hope Hermione is 18 years old at this point.
Yes.
We're just assuming that this
Hermione
is all
is
adult.
Of a legal age.
Legal age. We've all consented.
Yes. That's great. Great note.
All right. Continue. She should have been mortified, but curiosity coursed through her. He was very lean and his back scarred. But his buttocks were tight with little indentions, and the back of his leg sinewy.
Wait, why would there be indentations on his butt?
Isn't that like cottage cheese ass?
His butt was
his
tight.
butt had dimples, like hot dimples, like sexy hot.
No, I feel like she means little indentations. You know how like when a butt's nice, the sides.
Yeah. Oh, I was thinking like an old,
I was thinking that he's like has a nice butt.
Okay, and I went in the other direction.
Okay,
but I'm gonna go with he has a sexy, tight little indentions in his ass. He had black hair on his arms, too. Hermione stared at him, willing him to turn, but Snape didn't turn. He walked around to the spigots, turning them off, but his thigh was in the way and she couldn't see his goods. She wants to cut right to the chase.
She could not see his honker.
His honker. But he moved just as gracefully naked as he did in his robes. There was a strength to his slight build. Hermione felt herself getting a bit warm.
Whoa.
Suddenly, Snape dove into the pool with hardly a splash, reappearing a distance away in the shallow part, rising covered in foamy bubbles. He was facing her now, suds and water running down his body, but she couldn't see all of him. But he had a surprisingly attractive body, despite the scars on his back and his belly and chest.
She's like, despite
and this,
and
98% of his body.
He was shockingly sexy. Just like this much.
The 2% that I could.
Oh my gosh.
His hair was plastered to his head, and he. So many sexy descriptions.
Yeah.
His hair was plastered to his head, and he walked back into the deep end and cut easily through the water, swimming about, the steam rising, partially hiding him from view. Finally, he began to bathe. Hermione couldn't tell where the washcloth came from, but he moved it over his pale body slowly, almost sensually, his eyes closed.
Stop. Over his pale body.
I mean...
Like, also... If there's a bathroom item that is not sexy, it's a washcloth. People don't, I feel like washcloths are gross.
I feel like, I don't feel like, maybe I'm being stereotypical. Do men often grab for a washcloth?
I feel like guys shower,
with a bar of soap.
Right, and let the water. They're not, washclothing.
They're not washclothing. But that's the sexiest part of Snape so far. Okay. He was facing her again, but the water came up to his waist, so she still couldn't see anything. Move to the shallower part, she thought, dying to see everything.
Hermione.
She's so
She's
horny.
into it.
She is. There was a fine line of pubic hair leading down his lower belly into the water, but his chest was hairless.
Wait.
It looks like, I picture him like a rat swimming in the water.
Wait, hold on though, because they have said, she went out of her way to say that he had black hair on his arms. We know he had sparse hair on his legs.
Yeah.
And now he's got
no
pubic
hair. But he has no hair in his chest.
But he has no hair on his chest.
So he's built like an awkward,
but he has hair everywhere else except
boy.
His chest.
His scars on his chest. Because he has scars on his chest.
But she said he had scars everywhere else. I think he just shaves his chest and doesn't shave his.
He's into it. I could see that.
Okay.
But his chest was hairless. She watched him bathe for 20 minutes before he exited the pool, lifting the towel and drying himself carefully. But something was always in the way of his goodies.
It was good then, goodies. Goodies?
His legs, the towel, the way he turned his body. It was frustrating. How could she be a peeping Thomasina? I love how they made it feminine.
Thank you so much for making it gender.
For gender specific. Mm-hmm. We wouldn't want her to be, it'd be so, 1940s.
Oh my God, a girl can't be a peeping Tom. not in 2016.
Not in 2016. How could she be a peeping Thomasina if she had nothing to peek at? Snape wrapped the towel around his waist, tucking it in, then looked directly at the stack of towels.
I still think there's a chance he's going to leave, and then someone else will get sexy. He's just done with his bath.
It's a sexy Snape bath. Hermione nearly gasped and jerked her head back. I know you're there, Snape's voice said softly. Oh, no. And that's the end of that chapter.
No. Do we think that he knew she was there the whole time and that's why he was trying to take a sensual long bath?
Yeah. No one takes
what a
20-minute sensual bath with a washcloth.
So he was sort of showing off with his washcloth.
He was showing off.
And his pale, bare, hairless chest.
He was showing off his sparse, coarse hair cascading down his body.
What else was when his hair was matted to his head?
Hair was matted in his huge honker. Really setting. So we've set the mood.
Okay, so chapter 2, what is your guess? What do you think's going to happen? Is she going to get in the bath with him? Oh, I can't believe this is about Snape and Hermione. Maybe there's still a chance that, someone could join or he could leave.
Join would be like a potential threesome, but I think that...
mermaid.
The mermaid. I think it's a Hermione and Snape love affair.
I mean,
what we're walking into.
We did notice when we were looking through Miss Fig's work that it seems that's the pairing that she's into.
She
I just wasn't sure if this was going to be that.
And it seems like the fanfic community in general was really into. I mean, there's a name, Hermione, isn't it called?
Hermione
or something?
I don't know. I know that Draco and Hermione is also another one, and they call that Dramini.
Oh, wow. So I think it's either going to be a sexy bath scene, or I think he's going to leave her wanting more. Like he's going to walk out.
Oh, what if
he keep her wanting?
But we have like 8 more chapters. He could do like a flash.
Oh yeah.
And then it could go to the next day. But the whole thing is called the prefect's bathroom. I think it's all going to take place in the bathroom.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. So
well, I think you'll just have to tune in next time
for Snape's wand.
Wow. I know you're there, Snape's voice. Well, thank you for tuning in. And we will be back with more Snape and Hermione bathroom sex, unfortunately. Or fortunately.
Fortunately. I'd like to say fortunately.
Okay.
Until next time. For more erotic goodness, you can follow us on Instagram at Potterotica Podcast.
Or on Facebook just by searching Potterotica Podcast.
Or you can join our private Facebook group, the Potterotics.
And if you want to do us a huge favor, please subscribe to the podcast and leave a review.
But only if it's nice.
Right.